A St. James pastor and his wife excitedly welcomed a child 2 years into their marriage, a son they called Josiah, meaning God supports and heals. Their little star is now 3 years old, and his life so far confirms he was perfectly named. It's time for Inspire Jamaica with Curlin Brown.
Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place if you can.
I'm gonna touch the stars.
Touch the star, baby. Yay.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star. I wonder what you are. Look me come. Woo! Yeah.
For the dignity of the glow, the sparkling light he spotted is perhaps difficult to others looking on to understand. But for his parents, Lionel and Sasha Gay Lowen, it's like a decode to the freedom they all enjoy together now, since the day they were told their only child, Josiah, has cancer.
Wilms tumor is a form of cancer found in children, which affects mainly the kidneys.
Cancer is no respecter of persons, right? We are all at risk for this disease. And the best option that's open to all of us is early detection.
Based on the silencing effect worldwide, such frankness is often communicated to increase awareness and reduce the cultural myths and the taboos surrounding the disease. Now, even though it was Mrs. Lowen who translated awareness into prompt action, the emotional blow was hard-hitting.
I don't know if I can actually say what the reaction is. I think it's way more than just detrimental. It was really, really hard to even take in or to think about, It was like not real or not happening.
When she felt a hardness in his tummy. Of course, I took it as nothing. I did not feel it was anything serious. But she, having experience around children, her nieces and nephews, she was adamant that something was definitely wrong because a baby's tummy should not feel this way.
Off to the local pediatrician they went, and after an ultrasound and a CT scan, they journeyed to Kingston to the Bustamante Hospital for Children.
That consultation did not turn out how we expected because he was admitted immediately because of how high his blood pressure was after they checked his vitals. Josiah would have been in and out of the hospital for quite a few months because the team at Bustamante had picked up that this was a serious case.
What followed were months in hospital and chemotherapy for the couple's 1-year-old.
That was a very scary part of the journey because they would have explained to us the dangers and the rigors of chemotherapy. However, we had no choice. Josiah tolerated the chemo quite well, maybe not as was expected. He was still able to move around. He was still pretty active. As a matter of fact, we were able to take him home and we would take him in when it's time for treatments. It affected him in a sense that sometimes, as you know, with chemotherapy, the immune system automatically becomes compromised. And so there are times when Josiah would have had infections and would have had to be admitted in the hospital for antibiotics and for other treatments. And so that would have affected him in that way. It also affected him in such a way that he would have lost a whole lot of weight, literally came down to skin and bones. He went back to wearing newborn diaper.
At one point, the little warrior became bedridden. So what could have happened to see Josiah Lowen move from this to this? Find out next time. So join me, Curlin Brown, as we continue to inspire Jamaica.
Reach out and touch somebody's hand.